It is a decision. I started out this session by saying the realities that you are attempting to move into based on the desires that you have expressed are often impeded by a limiting belief. You would like to open a spiritually based business, but your thoughts and your energy is not in harmony with your being able to deliver the very best of who you are. Yes?
Yes.
Because you are absorbed in a line of thinking that chooses to believe something that is not true, that her death caused a separation between you and her, and it did not. It is a choice for you to believe that, but it would be a false belief. Her transition was merely her soul's expression that it was time for her to process all of the information that she has gathered here in the non-physical. And she is entitled to do that. Her inner being, her soul, is entitled to do that, you see. It was not punitive. It was not any of the things that you may be associating with her transition. Every human on this planet has the same ability to determine the day of their death, why, and how they will utilize that information in processing the information when they arrive in non-physical, when they have transitioned back. And so here, the first thing for you to do is to give yourself permission for not starting the business, for your soul, your inner being understands this is not the time for you to start it until you have rearranged the energy regarding this other subject matter. And so then your focus every day could be retelling yourself the words that we have spoken here today. Nothing bad has happened. It is true that I am not able to see her anymore with my human eyes, but it is also true that she is presenting me with an opportunity to expand my intuitive abilities, to utilize them more fully than I ever have before, so that I can continue this relationship with her in a different way, but in a way that is just as delightful to me and just as enjoyable. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
When you make the choice, let us say, for example, to create a new thought regarding her transition, you, in creating the habit of that new thought, have decided to move towards the reality then where your business exists. You have made a decision to close the space between this reality and the reality that you exist in, where that business is not only open, it is thriving. Everything is a choice point. You see, there is an intersection where your conscious self will make decisions in the moment points of which path it will travel down. I am not suggesting that either of those two paths are better or worse, for each one holds a perspective of learning for you, which is why you came here, to learn and grow. If, however, you want to choose to create a new habit of thought regarding your sister's transition, I can tell you that you are moving towards the reality that you've created of a thriving, spiritually based business, because your energy then is shifting in that direction. If you choose not to create this new habit of thought, you will go down to a different reality where that business does not exist because the energy was not altered. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And so your desire then, I'm surmising, is to move into the reality of the thriving, spiritually based business. Yes?
Yes, that's correct.
And the way that you do that is to make the necessary adjustments regarding your sister's transition. She is in a position now to communicate love to you in a way that you can receive it, that you were previously unable to receive it before, because she was also in physical form. You see?
Yes.
She has the ability now to communicate the love she has for you, which is, it's so fulfilling. It is so fulfilling if you would harmonize your energy to allow yourself to be in receipt of that communication. And so each day, remind yourself she is not dead in the terms that you understand death. She is still alive. There was never a moment when she was not conscious. Not for 1 second did her personality lose consciousness in the transition, even. In fact, some get confused when they do make the transition because there is no turn off of the consciousness, you see.
Yeah.
And so understand she is not dead, she is alive. And reiterate to yourself every day, this is your opportunity to create the new way of communicating with her and of allowing her to communicate with you. That is a different path than the one you have been on. And it is also a path that will allow you more enjoyment of your marriage. You see?
Yes.
For your husband is also an unlimited, eternal spiritual being. And although he may not be aware of it consciously, he is also understanding, he is also perceiving the energy that you are emitting. And that energy is not one of unconditionalism. That one says, I cannot be happy without a person here. That energy that you are emitting is a conditional energy, and it is a limiting belief, for it's not true. You can be happy here without people in your lives. You have the work of learning how to not be attached to a condition to the level that it impedes your ability to be in your natural state of grace, which is happy. And so you have conditions, which everyone on the planet does. You have some limiting beliefs, which everyone on the planet does, you see. And so I am not giving you another reason to punish yourself or think badly of yourself. I am explaining that where you are is normal. Yes?
Yes.
It's simply an alteration then of your focused thought, which is going to change your energy, which is going to widen the space that you can receive, create, and offer more. And this is why this energy is going to also be very beneficial in your marriage. For that energy of understanding, of challenge, of adventure, of creativity are also energy resonances that your mate is going to detect, which of course will also alter his interaction with you. You understand this?
That makes sense.
Yes, of course it makes sense. Of course it does. And so let us practice now. Let us give you an opportunity to tell me your new thought regarding what is really happening with your sister's transition. For you could feel the energy of the words I offered you, which is good. But now, before we separate for the moment, I would like you to create the new words, the new belief, so that you will have that to practice every day after today.
Okay. My sister is not dead. She's always with me, and this is a way for me to practice my intuitive gifts and
abilities that were always within me. I have always been clairvoyant. I have always been clairsentient. I have always been psychic. I have always been telepathic. I just didn't use those parts of me very much in my daily life. And that's okay, because now I have an opportunity to do so more and more every day. Do you see how those words are more powerful? Yes?
Yes.
They are assertive. They
Yeah.
are more commanding. They are more you. That is who you are.
Yes.
And that is how you would communicate to yourself and allow more of who you really are to reflect itself in your daily life. And if you do this, you will be surprised at the ideas that will spontaneously be coming to you regarding how to start your business. You see?
Yeah.
You will begin to see in a week the difference in your energy just from saying these words back to yourself every day. Not long, a few minutes a day. You have time a few minutes a day to do this, yes?
Yes.
Of course you do. Your voice sounded much more confident than when you first started this call. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Yes, and so
Thank
do we.
you.
It was very wonderful. We very much enjoyed co creating that new energy with you just now. It was delightful.
Thank you.